for joining us tonight. There was a sharp increase in confirmed cases of COVID-19 today in Wisconsin.
In the last 24 hours, there were more than 340 new cases, making it the largest single-day increase to date. There's been a surge in cases in Brown County, around Green Bay, where meatpacking plants have been heavily impacted. In Dane County, cases here continue to rise, but at a much slower pace. There were 9 new cases reported today. The Capitol Police Department estimates about 1,500 people gathered outside the Capitol today in opposition to the governor's safer at home order extension. Speakers say they don't feel like their voices are being heard and are demanding businesses be reopened. Most people were not wearing masks and ignoring social distancing guidelines.
The Wisconsin Manufacturers and Commerce says it's created a plan that could get portions of the local economy open as early as the first week of May. Adam Duxter joins us now with the efforts the group is making to get the plan into action. Adam?
Yeah, Charlotte, the WMC says this plan is a balance between reopening the economy and prioritizing public health. Now they say they're trying to get the governor on board too. In Janesville, local businesses impacted by the safer at home order are entering the 4th week of being partially open or entirely closed.
They're really stressed, and it is, I'm sure, keeping them up at night trying to think of how are we going to come back.
John Becker of Ford Janesville says with each passing week, the concept of reopening becomes more difficult.
Businesses that are not just struggling, but on the verge of collapse.
Now the WMC is proposing its own plan, which they say uses data like where a business is located, how many cases of coronavirus are in that county, and the healthcare capacity of the county to determine when to open and in what form.
We want people to go back to work. We need to go back to work, but we need to do it responsibly. And we need to be able to manage the risk that happens when people leave their homes and re-engage in our economy.
Leaders from the WMC say this differs from today's protest in the way that it puts public health first. Now they're trying to introduce the plan as a bill and get it approved as law. Beckard says he likes the specificity the plan provides. And while it does involve risk, they say,
we think that risk is manageable.
Governor Evers and his team responded to the plan today, saying while they appreciate the effort behind it, it doesn't include things that are included in the Badger Bounce Back plan, like increase for COVID testing. They also say talking about the first week of May for reopening is ahead of the timeline that they like to see.
There are counter-protesters to today's rally, but they are taking a different approach. They are going completely online. Starting this weekend, organizers are asking people to post photos on social media using the hashtag #SaferAtHomeWisconsin. Today, we spoke with a Madison nurse who says today's protest at the Capitol is a step in the wrong direction when it comes to fighting the virus.
I'm very disappointed and frankly frightened by what the protests would pose in our state. We've already seen positive cases increase since the in-person election that occurred a couple weeks ago. And I know that we still have many of the same concerns that have not been resolved.
The counter-protest is supposed to start tomorrow. You can use other hashtags like #SupportSaferAtHomeWI, support Governor Evers, and you are why I stay home.
Madison Fire Department put on a little display today showing support for local healthcare workers. A group of fire trucks and ambulances participated in a drive-by salute, making sure to drive past all of the city's hospitals and emergency rooms today. Members from those emergency departments came out to wave as they went past. Fire Chief Stephen Davis says, quote, as our partners in emergency medical care, we have the privilege of working with these remarkable people every day and seeing their dedication up close.
And in other parts of the country, pilots are getting together to conduct flyovers, showing support for their local healthcare workers. This video is from San Diego, California. These pilots flew over several hospitals in the area today. This is happening in different cities all across the country. As states across the nation continue to assess their reopening plans, the U.S. death toll from coronavirus has topped 51,000. In Georgia, businesses like nail salons, gyms, tattoo parlors, and bowling alleys opened today, while other states work on gradually reopening their economies. Oklahoma and Michigan also had limited reopenings today. And Monday, Tennessee, Minnesota, and Colorado will join them. Nebraska's governor announced the state is loosening social distancing rules at houses of worship. Households will be allowed to sit together, but 10 feet apart from others.
During the daily coronavirus task force briefing today, President Trump took no questions. Earlier, he signed the nearly $500 billion coronavirus stimulus bill. Natalie Brand reports.
Thank you very much.
In his shortest coronavirus press briefing to date, President Trump touted the first take-home COVID test kit approved by the FDA this week.
With a doctor's supervision, a test can be mailed to a patient, and the patient can perform the self-swab and then mail it back and get the results after that time.
The president did not take questions during Friday's briefing, but earlier walked back comments he made at Thursday's press briefing about disinfectants.
Is there a way we can do something like that by injection?
I was asking a question sarcastically to reporters like you just to see what would happen.
The exchange came during the bill signing ceremony for additional coronavirus relief. More money will soon be on the way to small businesses, hospitals, and coronavirus testing. Small Business Committee Chairman Senator Marco Rubio tweeted the Paycheck Protection Program should reopen Monday morning with not just the additional $310 billion from this bill, but with money returned by some big publicly traded companies who took loans in round one.
Several Senate Democrats are calling on the Small Business Administration's Inspector General to investigate reports that some major lenders prioritized larger customers for the loans.
As lawmakers now look toward another stimulus bill, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said it must include funding for state and local governments.
There will be a bill, and it will be expensive, and we look forward to doing it as soon as possible.
But Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said this week states should consider filing for bankruptcy rather than adding to the federal deficit. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Earlier in the afternoon, Vice President Pence held a conference call with state governors to discuss reopening plans and testing.
All remaining patients on the USNS Comfort docked in New York City will be transferred off the ship by Sunday. The ship's initial mission was to treat only non-coronavirus patients, but the U.S. military later said the Comfort would take patients without regard to whether they tested positive for COVID-19 or not. As of yesterday, 42 patients were on that ship. New tonight, top U.S. Navy officials are recommending the captain who was relieved of duty after sounding the alarm of a growing coronavirus outbreak aboard his aircraft carrier should now be reinstated. The Navy finished its investigation into the termination of Navy Captain Brett Crozier, who was in charge of the USS Roosevelt when the outbreak happened. The recommendation was sent to Secretary of Defense Mark Esper, who has the final decision to reinstate.
The Pentagon says there has been a COVID outbreak on yet another U.S. warship. At a press briefing today, Assistant to the Secretary of Defense for Public Affairs Jonathan Hoffman discussed the virus outbreak on the USS Kidd, where at least 18 sailors have now tested positive.
They are preparing to return to port, where they will undertake efforts to clean the ship. They will remove a portion of the crew from the ship and work to get everybody back to health and get the ship back to sea.
He says the Navy has sent a specialized medical team to deal with the virus, conducting contact tracing, working to isolate anyone who may have been exposed. Celebrity attorney Michael Avenatti has been temporarily released from jail. A federal judge is allowing him to be on home confinement for the next 90 days because of COVID-19 concerns. Avenatti reportedly had pneumonia last year, making him a high-risk case of contracting the virus. The celebrity attorney has been in quarantine in a New York correctional facility for the last 2 weeks. Avenatti was found guilty earlier this year of attempting to extort Nike out of $20 million.
There are some good news stories coming out of this pandemic. At a New York hospital, they are celebrating the 1,000th recovered patient. This is at the Jamaica and Flushing Hospital Medical Center. In the face of this pandemic, the hospital says it's a win they do not take for granted.
This gentleman really went through a lot, and our team did an amazing job being able to rehab him. Between here and the LIJ Valley Stream Hospital next door, we did a tremendous job, and he's just so excited to be going home. I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of the team.
During this Friday briefing, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo announced the total number of hospitalizations for the coronavirus are down. And in Miami, Florida today, the police department says there have now been no homicides in the last 7 weeks. That is the first time that has happened since 1957. Crime rates in cities across the nation have dropped as stay-at-home orders keep people indoors.
Turning now to weather, we are hoping for a pleasant weekend around here. We turn things over to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti with a look at our first warn forecast. Gary.
Well, I think if nothing else, we'll see temperatures a little bit milder. Highs upper 50s tomorrow and around 60 on Sunday. As we check out the time lapse from the WISC Skycam this morning, we started out with clouds and even a couple of rain showers, but with time the fog lifted, and then we started to see some sunshine as we headed into the afternoon, but some clouds starting to move back in from the south. There are showers across southern Iowa into central Illinois, but other than a slight chance for a shower into southern Wisconsin later tonight into tomorrow morning, I think we're going to mainly stay dry. High temperatures today, mid-50s here in Madison, a little cooler closer toward Lake Michigan, a little warmer to our north and west where there was sunshine. Right now, temperatures range from the 30s near Lake Michigan, mid-40s here in Madison, and upper 40s to our west. By tomorrow morning, look for temperatures to be down around 40. We'll see variably cloudy skies tomorrow, some peaks of sun starting to appear in the afternoon. High temperature topping out at 58 degrees. Like I said, with sunny skies, will be around 60 on Sunday. Will be even milder next week, but there'll be some chances for showers and thunderstorms. I'll tell you when we can expect them in just a few minutes.
New tonight, Reuters is reporting that China has dispatched a team of health experts, including doctors, to North Korea. The report says they are going to advise on North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. The trip comes amid conflicting reports about his health. Yesterday, President Trump also downplayed earlier reports that Kim was gravely ill after a surgery. An update now to a story we've been following for the past couple of weeks now. Columbia County Crime Stoppers says it will give a reward to the woman who helped turn in 2 escaped inmates. Carly Rice of Rockford, Illinois, originally said she was being denied the reward, saying it was explained to her that she was not eligible because she didn't call Crime Stoppers before calling 911. But this morning, the Columbia County Crime Stoppers issued a statement saying they would indeed be sending Rice a $500 reward for her quick thinking and role in the capture.
All right, day 1 of the NFL draft ended with no Badgers being taken. A whole lot of questions in Titletown as well. The second and third rounds proved to be much better for those Badgers. Sports director Zach Hanley is here now with where and when they went tonight. Zach?
Yeah, it might have been a waiting game yesterday, but Jonathan Taylor didn't wait too long to get his name called. The do-it-all running back went 41st to the Colts, and they liked him so much they traded up to get him. Zach Bond slid to the 3rd round, but the Saints scooped him up at 74. And the questions are still coming into the Lambeau Field. The Packers took running back A.J. Dillon from Boston College. They're just about to make their 3rd round pick. So a QB in the 1st and then a running back in the 2nd. Definitely not what we expected from the green and gold tonight, Eric.
Yeah, some might think those were their 2 best players last year, quarterback and running back. We'll see what they have left up their sleeves. Still to come tonight, your full First Warn weekend forecast, including what's looking to be a pretty nice day on Sunday. But first, doing something good for a beloved teacher. That story just ahead. Stay with us.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we have great prices every day. So during our big spring sale, you know the savings will be huge. Save big on Scott's Turf Builder Weed and Feed, just $45.99 after mail-in rebate. Ortho Home Defense Insect Killer with ready-to-use wand, just $12.99. Get a free bag of Ortho Bug Clear Lawn Insect Granules when you buy Scott's Turf Builder Triple Action. Plus, buy online and pick up your items in our convenient drive-thru.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
This is our home. We've never seen it look quite like this.
But there's no mistaking it. And it's our job to protect it. Because the best people to fight for our communities
are those within them.
So if you've just bought a Volkswagen or were thinking of buying sometime soon, we're here to help with the community-driven promise.
We live here, just like you. We have families, friends, and neighbors we care about, just like you. Since 1930, Grand Appliance has supported our local communities, and we aren't stopping now. We're open to serve you and offering an extra 5% off most purchases during these uncertain times. Visit our website day or night, where we've expanded live chat, email, and phone support. We'll deliver curbside, drop off at your front door, or deliver and install. We are Grand Appliance and TV.
Everyone has a bucket list. I just changed mine. When the time comes, I just want to be at home in my own PJs, not in a gown that lets in the breeze. I want my family there, and people who care how I live, not just how long. Care on my terms. A Grace gave my dad that kind of care, and now I know when I need it, a Grace will help.
A Grace, hospice and palliative care. Just call. A Grace will help.
Toro's Time Cutter HD and Titan HD zero-turn mowers. Comfortable with the innovative MyRide suspension system and high-back suspension seats. Powerful with commercial-grade engines. Heavy-duty, built to tackle tough terrain while providing Toro's professional quality of cut. Versatile, so you can get more done on or off the mower. Toro's Time Cutter HD and Titan HD zero-turn mowers. Count on it.
Power Centers of Madison. Visit powercentersofmadison.com.
For the first weekend this year, Wisconsin golf courses are open, and with sun and 60-degree temperatures in the forecast, we're tracking the best times to get some fresh air and maybe a few swings too.
Welcome back. All Madison City employees are now required to wear face coverings. Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway made the announcement today. Here's a photo of the mayor in her mask. She said the decision is based off guidelines by the CDC. Employees will only be required to wear masks while on duty. An art teacher in Spring Green is making sure her graduating students get the recognition they deserve.
Casey Maxwell decided to host a virtual art show after recognizing the disappointment her students were feeling, knowing that their senior art show, typically hosted in an artist studio, would be canceled. Maxwell says when she told students about her idea, they were excited and quick to submit their work.
They were relieved and happy that they would get to do something that they had been looking forward to, that not everything was going to be put on hold, and this is something that, because we're doing it virtually, they didn't have to wait for.
Around 30 art students participated in the Facebook show, with family and friends tuning in as well.
People in Iowa County are wishing one special dance teacher a happy 90th birthday.
She's always there for me, and she was always listening. I'm constantly learning from her. She's honestly just like the most amazing woman ever.
Over 100 cars led by the local fire department made their way past Betty Hayes Baxter's home for a surprise parade. Miss Betty is actually a past top-notch teacher. It lasted for nearly an hour, with participants offering gifts and even little dance numbers for the birthday girl. Miss Betty is well known in the area for her tap and point dance lessons, having taught many generations of young dancers for over 70 years, including our own Leah Lynchide.
Wow. That is amazing. Happy birthday, Betty, from all of us here at News 3 Now. Gary Canalti joining us with his weekend look at the first warn forecast. Gary?
Have to get past the weather system passing to our south tonight into tomorrow morning, and then we'll start to see some breaks in the clouds, and by Sunday we should be back to sunny skies. As we check out the time-lapse from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam in Platteville, a little fog this morning, but then as we headed in the afternoon, you started to see a little sunshine mixing in with the clouds, but those clouds started to come back in as we headed towards sunset, and for the most part, those clouds will be thickening up to the point where there could be the possibility for a shower tonight into early tomorrow morning. Three things you need to know in the forecast. It won't be as chilly this weekend. Highs will be in the upper 50s for tomorrow and around 60 on Sunday compared to the lower to middle 50s we've seen over the last few days. 60s still on track to return for next week, but there'll also be some chances for showers and thunderstorms. Monday afternoon will be the first chance. The best chances will be on Tuesday as a cold front moves through late in the day. On Doppler track right now, Wisconsin free of precipitation. A couple of sprinkles in the northwestern part of the state have fizzled out. To the south, here's that weather system I was talking about. Rain, even a couple of thunderstorms in parts of Illinois. But for the most part, that precipitation will stay to our south. High temperatures today, you can certainly tell where the sunshine was, because that's where temperatures were in the 60s. Underneath the cloud cover, mainly 50s, and that's where most of us were this afternoon, even though we did get a little sunshine later on in the day. On weather track, a fairly potent storm system is to our south, with severe weather moving through Arkansas, out of Kansas and Oklahoma tonight, and then more severe weather down into Texas Texas and parts of Louisiana. But around here, even though our upper levels have temporarily shifted to the southwest, eventually they'll become a little more northwesterly again, and that should start to dry us out a little bit as we head toward the latter part of the weekend. On the surface weather map, there's a stationary front to our south. We're on the cool side of the front, but temperatures are not cold by any stretch of the imagination. Right now, temperatures are in the 30s near Lake Michigan, but generally 40s across the state, and still La Crosse and Eau Claire are above the 50-degree mark. On future track, that weather system passing to our south, showers might get close to the Illinois state line, maybe a sprinkle or two into far southern Wisconsin, but those will pretty much be gone as we head into the latter part of the afternoon. And notice by tomorrow evening, skies definitely clearing to our north and west. We'll look for sunshine to return for Sunday. Even though we'll have northerly winds, temperatures should be up around 60. Then as we head into Monday, notice those winds shifting back to the south and southeast, and that will also bring in some chances for showers and thunderstorms, mainly Monday afternoon into Monday night. The best chances, I think, will be on Tuesday as a little more potent storm system approaches from the west. Our forecast for tomorrow calls for variably cloudy skies, more clouds in the morning, just a slight chance for a shower early in the day. High temperature, though, reaching 58 degrees, assuming we get some sunshine in the afternoon. On Sunday, look for a high of 60 degrees with mostly sunny skies. Then there'll be those shower and thunderstorm chances from Monday afternoon into Tuesday, and then another chance for showers and thunderstorms toward next weekend. But notice the high temperatures by the end of next week, up to around 70 by Saturday. That would certainly feel nice, but every little bit helps at this time.
Yeah, let's get those temps up so we can get outside a little more. Gary, thank you. Coming up, Jonathan Taylor off to play for the Colts at Lucas Oil. Well, he says it's going to feel a lot like Camp Randall. Zach's in next. LF Sports.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend. That's a 25-cent fuel saver this Friday and Saturday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 72 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2020 Ford models.
All right, here we go.
On behalf of the physicians,
nurses, and team members
at Unity Point Health,
we are giving you a collective prescription.
keep staying home.
Keep staying home. Keep staying home. Staying home.
Staying home.
Keep staying home.
Keep staying home.
As a community, we can all work to keep each other safe.
We'll show up for you.
We will show up for you. We'll show up for you.
You stay home for us.
You stay home for us.
Stay home for us.
Stay home for us.
Hi, this is John Walsh. How do you get help if you can't leave your house and your family can't be with you? With a Jitterbug cell phone, one touch connects you to highly trained 5-star agents. They'll send you the help you need or get a doctor or nurse on the line. Call as often as you like, day or night. And with the Link app, family members will get an alert right on their smartphones that you've contacted 5-star.
Now more affordable with 25% off at Best Buy, Amazon, or GreatCall.com. Also at Rite Aid.
We here at Brothers Maine wanted to check in with everyone in the light of the COVID-19 epidemic. We're going to do everything we can here at our store to make sure everything's clean, disinfected, and ready for customers to come in and shop with us. Not only can we come to your house and set up the products as we normally would, but we're also going to be offering a free drop-off service in Dane and Rock County. There's nothing more important to our company than making sure that our employees and our customers are safe and healthy.
Hi, it's Jan from Toyota. Many of you still need to be on the road right now. Toyota is here to help.
We're offering an incredible 0% on our most popular Toyotas. That's 0% on Camry, 0% on RAV4, or 0% on Tacoma. Plus, Toyota will defer your payments for up to 90 days. And if you need service for your current vehicle, our service centers remain open.
We're here for you. Contact your local Toyota dealer to see how they can help. Toyota.
Earn Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend. That's a 25-cent fuel saver this Friday and Saturday. Only at Hy-Vee.
With the 41st pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Jonathan Taylor, running back, Wisconsin.
And there you have it. Jonathan Taylor is off the board and is officially a member of the Indianapolis Colts. And the franchise liked him so much, they traded up to get him. Taylor was taken 41st overall. We already know his credentials. Over 6,000 rushing yards. He's a two-time Doak Walker Award winner. And now he's a second-round draft pick. And for JT, going from Wisconsin to Indy feels pretty familiar.
It's kind of like a seamless transition in a sense. I mean, coming from the University of Wisconsin, where we want to focus on taking pride in dominating the line of scrimmage up front, same thing with the Indianapolis Colts. So I feel like I'm just seamlessly transitioning from one culture to the next, but it's the same exact culture.
The Packers needed a receiver, a linebacker, or even an offensive lineman, right or wrong. With their second pick, Green Bay picked up a running back in the form of A.J. Dillon. In 3 years at Boston College, Dillon rushed for over 4,000 yards and 38 touchdowns. And their third-round pick just went in, Josiah DeGar from the Cincinnati Wildcats. He's a tight end. Not very big, though. Third round, speaking of third round, Zach Bond got the call. Brown Deer native is heading to New Orleans as the 8th Wisconsin linebacker drafted in the last 5 years. The Saints chose him, 74th overall. Bond finished 2019 with 19.5 tackles for loss, 12 sacks. And it might be early to say, but I think Sean Payton and company got a steal. If you didn't know who Jordan Love was before last night, you weren't alone. The Twitter world might be the best example of this. Pre-draft, Love had a mere 6,760 followers. Today, he's over 25,000. To get him, the Packers traded up. And the most confusing part of all of this, he's a quarterback. They already had one in Aaron Rodgers, who was pretty good. So to draft a QB who's going to sit for a couple years, you must really like him.
Obviously, where we took him, we think a lot of him, and we think that down the road that he certainly has all the ability to be a difference maker at the position. You know, he's got a lot of work ahead of him, but if we didn't feel that he was ready to put the time in, obviously we wouldn't have taken him.
I'm already knowing that I'll be able to, learn a lot from, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he's one of the greats of the game. Knows what he's doing, knows a lot, has a lot of knowledge, and I'll be able to just sit behind him, pick his brain.
Now, 2022 could be a huge year in Green Bay. Love would have 2 years of learning the offense under his belt, and the Packers would have a potential out of Rodgers' contract. Cut ties with him and open up the salary cap space and be off the hook for $25 million of his salary. So if that happens, what will their 2020 first-rounder bring to the team?
I'm a playmaker. I'm always ready to make plays. Whatever's needed. I got a really good arm. I'd say a lot of confidence in that, and just a lot of confidence in my ability to just make plays as a quarterback.
He's a very natural thrower. Can make all the throws. He's a very good athlete. We think he's a really good kid and one to work, and he just kind of fits with our culture.
We're back after this.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 72 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2020 Ford models.
We asked real customers what they really love about Spectrum Internet and TV.
Spectrum Internet has the fastest speeds for everything I do.
There is no turning wheel. It's immediate.
Spectrum's the fastest. Bam.
Get the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance with Spectrum Internet, delivering starting speeds of 200 megabits. That's more than enough for all your devices for $44.99 a month. Call 833-906-4499.
I can't get over how much on-demand Spectrum has. I can literally watch a new movie every night.
I got on my shows, and he's got all his shows.
With the Spectrum TV app, I can watch live TV anywhere. It's perfect.
Add Spectrum TV and enjoy more free HD and more free on demand. Plus, use the Spectrum TV app to watch live TV on the go, all from $44.99 a month. Call 833-906-4499.
The fact that they don't have contracts, that says a lot about their service.
Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. Install Spectrum services yourself. Get a self-installation kit shipped right to your home. Call 833-906-4499.
Yeah, sure. I'm a home builder. I go to Nuns. Why? Well, my clients love them because they have all those fancy schmancy carpets. You know, like those Smart Strand ones from Karastan that are just astonishingly soft to the touch. I'm more of a concrete floor guy myself. That fluffy stuff just doesn't do it for me. But hey, my clients, they love this fancy schmancy Karastan carpeting. So we go to Nuns.
Nuns, kitchen, bath, and flooring. To most people, the idea of fighting is unpleasant, but sometimes it's necessary to fight. If you or your family has been injured, you'll want a good law firm on your side to make things right again. Habish, Habish & Rotier. We fight for what's right.
From our family to yours, we want to encourage you to keep going. Keep protecting what's most important. Keep hopeful in the face of all this. Keep believing. Keep being strong. Keep supporting the people on the front line. Keep staying together while staying apart. Keep being fearless. And most of all, keep dreaming. American Family Insurance is mailing our personal auto insurance customers a premium relief payment to help them keep going. We'll keep being here when you need us.
For the latest coronavirus reports and breaking news, watch News 3 now and go to Channel 3000 to sign up for our daily email newsletter. Get the facts and tips to keep your family safe. News 3 Now, your local coronavirus headquarters. Download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app today.
And Gary's back, mapping out our Saturday, Gary.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll see mostly cloudy skies, maybe a chance for a shower in the morning. Probably see some peaks of sun mix in the afternoon with a high temperature of 58 expected. But then we're up to 60 with sunny skies on Sunday. 60s next week, shower and thunderstorm chances Monday afternoon into Tuesday, and then toward next weekend.
All right, Gary, thank you. And thank you for joining us for News 3 Now at 10. Hope you have a great, safe weekend. Take care.